That's all. I'm a fixer type fella.
You are a fixer type fella.
So what's sideways?
Sideways means you just don't fuck. Our tech guy just walked out.
Oh, he's just gone?
Tech guy, hold on, let me say, we're here with Drew Lynch, everyone.
Oh, sure, sorry.
Very funny comedian. Drew Lynch is here today. He's hilarious. His special, The Stuttering Comedian, is on YouTube right now. You may recognize him from America's Got Talent. You may recognize him from TikTok. You may recognize him from Instagram. He's all over the place. He's great. We're vibing. I don't want to speak too soon, but we are vibing.
Yeah, we just kind of started. It was like before the intro. In fact, I'm kind of bummed out that you stopped all the gay talk.
Well, it was one of those things where do I continue to have the conversation without letting them know who you are, and then I have to rely on like a caption, and then maybe they didn't read. They didn't know.
It's on them.
Wow, this really did reset the convo though, because we were going pretty good.
It was solid.
It was very solid.
Okay. So sideways is where you don't even at all.
No, you're not interested in anything in the butt.
What?
No.
Wow.
Do you have a lot of gay friends?
Yeah, I mean, I'm friends with a bunch of comics. There's gay comics.
All comics are gay.
Yeah, every one of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Literally, it's me and a guy, and we're just,
and you're hanging out. Who's the gayest comic you've ever met?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know what quantifies the gayest one. Is it
sucking cock?
Oh man, I've never really seen it. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No, I've never seen it. So I can't.
Have you imagined it?
No, I never imagined it either.
Right.
I feel like I come as close to just that's what I mean. I've never I just come.
All right, guys, we're taking a quick break for our interview with Drew Lynch to talk to you about Shopify. It's something that I wish I had when I started this show, our small businesses, if you will, because Shopify, they make everything so easy for you. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States, from household names like Michelle and Gymshark to brands just getting started. You can get started with Shopify, and they're going to help you get started with your own design studio because they've got hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build beautiful online stores to match your brand style. You can accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you are ready for Shopify. Turn that side hustle into such a ching. Ladies, make yourself a little extra dough. Shopify is going to help you do it. Once again, turn your big business idea into cha-ching with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/outandabout. Go to shopify.com/outandabout, shopify.com/outandabout.
I feel like I am the closest to just live your life, like non-judge, like, live your life,
You have you're a clean comic.
Yeah, ish, yeah.
I think that attracts a lot of gays.
You think so?
I don't know. It's some of them. You know Joe Dombrowski?
Yeah. Oh, dude, love Joe.
Joe's great, hilarious, clean comic.
He might be my answer. That guy's gay.
He's very gay.
Dude.
He's very gay.
Super gay.
But I also think there are activities that you can do that aren't necessarily gay that make you gayer than having gay sex.
Oh, talk to me. Like what? I probably do.
Using an umbrella.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes I kind of just hoof it in a straight way, where I'm like, I go under, like I'm low seated, so
Yeah.
I'm under, and then I can just kind of quickly maneuver between the umbrellas.
Drops.
And it's on everybody else.
How tall are you?
5'4".
And are you comfortable talking about that?
I mean, we're already here, but so it's late to say
right.
no.
We might as well. What do you consider short for a guy? What is a short king considered?
I think the short king. Title kind of comes from just if you're with a person who's taller than you, right? If
taller lady.
Yeah, taller lady, right?
Right.
So my wife's taller than me, and so I think she's taller than me by maybe 3 or 4 inches. But I think like what's short for a man, I think I'm definitely short for a man. Like I hear guys who,
no question.
Yeah, thank you, but I mean, okay. But there are guys who are like either like I'm 5'8" and I just wish, and you're just like, dude, like I would love to be 5'8". Are you kidding me?
But I feel like you're short enough where you don't long for more.
Yeah.
Because if you were on like the edge of being like a little taller, like 5'8", 5'9", then you just want to be 5'11", 6 foot. Yeah. You're settled into where you're at.
Middle class is on its way out. I agree. And not tall enough to be respected, not short enough to be a fetish.
Do you find that That's very funny. Do you find that you are not respected because of your height?
Yeah, definitely.
What group of people doesn't respect you the most? Is it other men,
women,
men and women?
people in relationships, waiters, audiences, podcast hosts. It does not.
I
end.
respect you. Am I giving off disrespectful vibes? Liam, I'm not
So-
giving off. I would never feel disrespectful vibes.
So-
But I will say, in general, when I see a shorter guy, my first thought isn't, let me respect this person.
Yeah, I knew.
It's not that way with you.
Yeah.
But just in general, I feel like that's a thing.
This
I have
confirms
looked
everything I
down
ever thought.
upon short people.
I don't need you to say anything else, Pat. I knew it. Well, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Oh, beauty.
No, that's too tall.
I mean,
6'5" is too tall. I would almost rather be short than 6'5", because at least
have
you can
heard
buy
that.
clothes.
Yeah.
I have to go to like the zoo to buy my clothes. I'm
Yeah.
34. That doesn't exist off the rack, dear.
oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 30, so that's kind of cool.
Wait.
Keeping it.
Yes.
You know,
We have so
same
much in
width,
common.
same length. Here's the thing: is
Yes.
I saw a guy where I saw a guy and he was walking, and I was like, that is a short guy. Like that is like I was like, dude, thank God. I was like, literally, I was like, no way, I respect that guy. Thank God I'm not that. And then he was walking towards me, and he got right near me. We were the exact same height, and I
No.
was like, unbelievable. Like that is how people feel who are taller than us all the time. Is just like I immediately saw him, and I was like, I don't respect that guy.
Turns out it was just a mirror.
Yeah, dude, yeah, hilarious. So that's just wild. Like even my own, like I'm in no position to be throwing disrespect towards anybody. But
No,
fact
yes,
that I
of
saw
course
him-
you are. What do you mean? Look at the career you've had.
No,
you have
it's not about
your
that.
career outweighs your height now.
No, it's not about that.
See, I have the height, but I don't have the career. You have the career, but you don't have the height.
I'm just compensating, and you know it.
What are you compensating for?
Being short, being short,
Being short.
being short, being pasty, sometimes stuttering. That's one that's like,
know.
you know, I get really insecure about that. So
You haven't started at all today.
thank you. Thank
Is
you.
that going to make you stutter now?
Usually when I'm having a good day and someone points it out, then it's like, oh crap, I'm in my head now.
Has it ever worked in your advantage? Like if I was in an argument and I had a stutter, have you ever faked a stutter to give yourself more time to come up with a comeback?
That's hilarious, and I should implement that more into my life.
Or just anything at all? Because you leave an argument sometimes, you're like, fuck, I should have said that. That would have been great. Or, you're in a
Yeah.
conversation and you just need a little more time to
Oh yeah, that is a great like kind of thing, and it's like if there was time where I needed to like buy time to come up with something real
Yes.
fun, then that's what I should do. But honestly, I spend so much time trying to just avoid it at all costs. In fact, for many years, that was what caused it to be so bad. Is I was just trying to control everything. I was trying to like control how you feel about it, control if I'm doing it or if I'm not.
You're trying to control the way other people thought. You hadn't listened to Mel Robbins yet.
Correct.
You haven't just let it go.
Correct. That's it. Actually, she's helping me quite a bit.
She's great.
That concept is incredible.
She's incredible. She's the best.
Yeah, and it actually is that. It's very Chinese finger trap in that it's like the more you try to control it, the more you try to put like pressure on it, the worse it gets. So letting go, not just as a concept for stuttering, but obviously as a concept
Right.
for how Mel is trying to apply it, like I think applies to so much more than that.
Well, you've had your story, and I know you've told this 1,000 times, and you're probably sick of it, but from what I understand, the way that you actually got your stutter is crazy.
Yeah.
You were in a softball accident.
Yeah.
And you woke up with a stutter.
Yeah, I had a TBI that was diagnosed as a concussion and a vocal contusion just from a freak,
What's a vocal contusion?
just a bruise on the nerves in an area.
What was the accident?
A straight grounder, like a freak, a grounder, like from.
So it
softball.
literally, you were going to field a grounder. It popped up. Where did it hit you in the head?
No, it hit me in the throat, and I'd
Oh, no.
fallen and hit my head, and so the larger of the two injuries was the head injury, and I had gone into like I don't remember anything from that day, but I'd been scheduled for work that day, and then when I went in, they were like, "You're out of it, dude." Like all the employees were like, all my coworkers were like, "You're just everything is just
You're
disoriented."
off.
Yeah, I'm disoriented.
Yeah.
So when I said like just go home, sleep it off. And when I went home, I woke up the next day and everything was, I couldn't feel the like parts of the left side of my body. I didn't have control of my my hands, and my leg was dragging. And then my friend, my roommate was like, I do remember waking up that day and my roommate telling me like I remember him crying over the sink because he was just shocked that this had happened.
Okay, best roommate ever.
Yeah.
He's
he took me to the hospital. Yeah, he
so
took me to the
you
hospital.
fell down and you were knocked out cold once you hit your head?
No, I got up after that.
That's so scary. Who was the lady who was the mom in The Parent Trap?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, Natalie.
She's married to Liam Neeson.
Yep, she was. And then
she had the ski accident, and then it was like 3 days later, something terrible happened.
Freak stuff.
Good Lord.
Yeah, freak stuff. And the brain is like something that, you know, it can heal, but it can also do just weird stuff. You know, like there's just stuff that's like it's inexplicable for something that feels innocuous. Oh, that was wild.
Yeah, there's yelling out. But had doctor, do you ever remember the story about the woman who woke up with a Chinese accent?
Yes. So I'm talking about. I wish I had.
Incredible.
I know. I wish I had. Like I had a freaking stutter, and it was in English.
You wake up with a full-blown Chinese accent,
dude, and not even be able to be canceled for it. Just to be like, this was, what are you
know.
talking about? This is my prognosis.
Is there an accent that you would want to wake up with?
Let's
put Chinese off the table.
Yeah, let's take
that's
Chinese
already
off the
taken
table.
by our friend.
Yeah. I think German's kind of fun, but I also think
that's
Australian's fun too. Australians are, you know, there's like they can be like, you know, they can, you know, like
Yes, exactly. Well, I think they're a little too campy.
You know, not, and they say, and all, they are campy, but that's also what's part of their charm. Like, you know, Brits are kind of put upon, and it's kind of, you know, everything's just deliberate, and it just feels like
it's played out. No one wants a British. We've heard the British accent. It's over. I would almost go Indian.
Ooh, that one's fun.
If I had to.
Yeah,
like
that
a
one's
white
fun
guy
too.
with like a very, very Indian accent.
Oh,
Very,
that's
very
so
good.
fun.
That could be good. This woman's name was, doesn't say, just as British. Oh, Sarah Caldwell. Look her up if you're listening. Foreign Accent Syndrome. All right, guys, quick break from Drew Lynch to talk to you about Game Time. We talk to you about Game Time every single week because we love Game Time, and we can't wait for all the amazing concerts coming up this fall. But what we don't want to think about is the hassle of buying tickets. We want to focus on the music and not the cost or the stress. Game Time puts the power back in the hands of fans. It's your go-to hack for scoring amazing tickets and unforgettable experiences in just a few taps, and it's incredibly easy to use, and they've got the Game Time guarantee, which means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay, which is huge when you're buying tickets online. Other vendors, there's one price when you click the ticket and then you check out. There's all these fees. It's a nightmare. Game Time doesn't do that. I was actually looking at tickets for Jason Aldean in Harrison, New Jersey. $25. $25 on Game Time, and I know I'm going to be paying the $25 because there's not a million fees at checkout. So take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code OUT, the letter N, out and about, for $20 off your first purchase. So I could go to Jason Aldean for $5 if I'm signing up for this. Insane. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code OUTNABOUT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Oh man, and I got what I got.
What was your
unbelievable?
So it's gotten better over time.
Definitely.
And you've had to work on that through like speech therapy and stuff. Is this okay to ask you about?
Of course.
I didn't know if this is something.
I'm open about all of it.
Right.
Yeah, yes, speech therapy, but many other things as well. Physical therapy. I had tried. I was doing cold plunges where I was talking while I was cold plunging. So I was like, if I can talk through a shiver, I can talk through a stutter. Like I was practicing in the mirror. Steve Harvey has a technique where you walk across the room while you talk. So that there's something in the connection with your motor skills of being like, I'm doing the thing while also trying to not distract the thing. I had pets, so I had dogs that I would talk to. You almost never stutter around your pets because you just never feel like there's judging
no
you.
pressure.
No pressure. There's no judgment. It's all unconditional. I had done psychedelics. I had done float tanks. I did
What kind of
sound baths.
psychedelics are we talking about?
I did DMT. And
Oh my God.
yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was sorry, Pat.
No, you're good.
I did DMT twice in a month. So I did once in a month, and then I did it again a month later, and then I did a dose of mushrooms just a few days after that. So I was basically at a point, and this was sometime last year, where I was basically at a point where I was like, I am going to quit comedy, or I'm going to quit my life, basically.
This is only a year ago?
Yeah, a little over a year ago.
And you think that DMT has allowed you to make this much progress?
It definitely contributed.
So
what
is it? What do you smoke it out of a bong? Like,
you smoke it out of a pipe,
like what kind of pipe? Like a bowl?
a little crack pipe bowl. Yeah.
Where do you even get that from?
You go. I did it with a shaman. I didn't do it by myself. Did it with a shaman. Did it in an awesome, like, safe environment.
In the States?
Yep.
How much did it cost?
Just a few $100.
Few $100?
Yeah, 200. I mean, the experience is about $200. I think 200.
That's it? Because people go on these ayahuasca things. It's like almost
Thousands.
10 grand for some
I
of
know.
these.
Life changing. Also, I've heard.
Aaron Rodgers went on
Yeah.
their ayahuasca shit.
Yeah.
Did that. So you spent a couple $100. How'd you find this guy on the internet?
Through friends. Actually,
I actually just walked down the street.
Yeah, I know. And he just had a pipe, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is awesome."
I'm actually not even sure it was DMT.
I know, dude. And I was like, "You got a tent too?" No, it was actually my brother and I, we were reading like the same kind of books, unbeknownst to each other, that we were reading the same books kind of about it. And the idea of doing something where it threatens my sense of control, which is also a lot about, it applies to more than, like, again, it applies to more than just stuttering, but just kind of the idea that I have to be in charge, have to have everybody be comfortable with me doing this, doing so much work to accommodate everybody else's feelings. There's this time where, like, I would be talking to you, but mentally I would be over here directing the conversation. Just to make sure that I don't have any roadblocks or any issues. And so the first time that I did DMT, my stutter came back for more than a month, and in a huge way. It was almost as worse. It was the worst that it had ever been, where I had like physical just like spasms.
Wait, so you didn't have the stutter, and then you DMT and it came back?
No. Like I always had it, but it had gotten so much better over the years, right?
Oh, so it's DMT gave you a hard reset.
If it was basically saying, like, here's what you suppressed for years, trying to just
you gotta throw it all up.
Yeah, exactly. Here you are just trying to throttle it, trying to control it, clench, like tense, like everything that you. These are tactics that I used over the years to even when I was on stage, knowing that the musicality of, say, like a punchline or the way that you say something, I would sell everything in my whole being to just make sure that I landed at least that punchline okay. I was like, I'll stutter on like the setup, I'll stutter on any, but whatever I would do, I would force it, I would try to tense it. Sometimes it wouldn't happen, but again, it was mostly just around this energy of trying to accommodate everyone else about the way that what it was that I was dealing with, and relinquishing this idea that people would be disgusted, or that they would be put off, and they would be impatient, and that's also possible, but that's their own prerogative, So
had you done drugs before you did DMT?
No.
You never done any drugs?
I mean, I did weed. I smoked weed. I did, like, weed and yoga.
Weed, cocaine.
No.
Mushrooms.
Yes. I'd done microdosing, but I did a macrodose when I did
alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I did alcohol to try to, like, that was another phase that I went through when I was like, I was drinking a lot to try to help, like, my nerves.
So what was the high like I'm sorry, ladies, we're getting into a little bit of a drug conversation here. What was the actual high like? Do you see shit, or does it hit you all at once? Liam is in the booth. Liam's probably done DMT before.
Yeah, it
I have not.
Okay. Just checking.
Oh, thanks, and way to keep it dry, Liam. Jeez,
Oh, that's what they call getting wet, right? Or no, that's PCP.
Oh, is
You
it?
get wet.
Oh, you haven't done that.
Shout out training day.
Yeah, I have not done that.
So you didn't see you take a hit of this, and then all of a sudden you're just like.
It is. Yeah, it's about you take 3. You say a prayer, which is wild.
Would you like to say it right now?
I don't remember it.
Because you're on DMT. We can make one up.
Yeah.
Who do you pray to?
I pray to the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Savior, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on. You say prayer.
I say a prayer.
You hang on tight. You take the puff. Let's walk you through. Let's set the scene. You take the
Okay.
puff. Are we on the street? Are we in a house?
It's in a house. This one was in a house.
Is there a coffee table in front of you?
No, but no.
No. Is the house clean?
House is clean. Space is nice. There's pillows all around. Pillows and blankets.
Okay. And this is a $200. So you at home can afford this $200.
Anyone. You yourself
take
can do
you take a
drugs.
hit. What do you feel like physically after you take a hit of DMT?
Sure. So there's someone who was waiting behind me to catch me because you basically you lose like all feeling in your body and in your brain and everything. To describe the feeling is pretty much unlike anything. I mean, you can't. It's very like kaleidoscope, like that
Yes.
thing. So that is something that immediately hits you, and then you go into this feeling of like. It's so sad. It's so dark. It's terrible. And then you go into another feeling of like, it's all light. Everything's okay. It's the best. And then you know who you are. And then all of a sudden you don't know who anything or what anything is. And this thing itself you don't know. And that's terrifying. And then you're like, but that's okay also.
So should we do DMT right now?
Yes, if you have
If I had DMT right now, would you smoke it with me?
probably not. Probably
If we were
not.
sitting down.
It's not about the sitting or the I think it's just about the fact that like I've done it twice and I got what I needed and
And it fixed you pretty much.
I mean, it just gave me perspective on things.
That's so great to have perspective on things. Not to
Yeah.
make it about me, but I've gained.
Let's make it about you.
Right? We can turn it back to me. I think it's now is
it's
the time.
plenty. I talked like for so long
I've
about
gained
this.
perspective just having a hurt knee. I gained the perspective of how much you take for granted with your physical health when you don't have it.
Oh yeah,
Like
dude.
carrying a glass. I've wanted to carry a glass of water across my apartment for 4 months. And
Yeah.
I haven't been able to, and now I'm on one crutch. Shout out me, and I have that perspective. But I didn't use DM. But I'm trying to think what drug would help me gain that perspective.
Just
Because for me, it's just time.
I think we're just glossing over this. Why to carry a glass across the?
Because I have 2 crutches.
Oh! I
So
see.
it's like if I
Okay.
want water from my kitchen to my
Yeah.
living room, I have to put it in a fucking Yeti. You gotta. It's hitting on the crutch. It's the most annoying thing ever.
Or drink it in front of the fridge,
I know, like an animal.
Yeah, like a workaholic.
I'm trying to drink less water.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think when you go through a kidney stone on your own, it's like once a year you should do it just to kind of keep that thing open,
Yeah.
like kind of stretch it out and then, you Kegel and you bring it back. It's a muscle.
Kegel, for sure. So your brother helped you get through this. Do you have other siblings? Did you think you were going to die at one point?
Yeah, you die. I mean, you basically feel like they call it the death
after your
drug.
injury.
Oh, after my injury? No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't think I was going to die. And in fact, I thought that everything was going to get better. They told me that it would. So I was pretty
Is there a
optimistic for
diagnosable
that.
name for what you have with your stutter, or like what?
Combination of basically a TBI, which is traumatic brain
Right.
injury, and then adult onset stuttering. So there's
Good Lord.
yeah, there's people who I've met people who stutter. Most people who stutter, they've had it from childhood. But I've met people who similar, where it's like I had a thing, or I was in a car accident, or I was in a car accident on the other side of the car. I was just in it, but it was so traumatic. There's just some sort of lapse in the brain where you're like, and now they stutter.
Were you doing comedy before this accident?
No, I
This made you do comedy?
I mean,
Maybe the
I don't know
comedy
that
is the result of the.
I think it kind of as a result. It was just like couldn't. I was out in LA and I was auditioning and I had already had some pretty cool projects kind of that I was on hold for lined up. I was really, really young. I was like 18 years old.
How old are you now?
And 34. And so when I was the week that I had a bunch of like appointments and callbacks and on things that I was on hold for was the week that I had my injury, and I had to have my roommate call on my behalf to a lot of my agents, to my agent for a lot of these appointments, and my manager, and say, yeah, he can't make any of these auditions, and then they're like, okay, well, just all right, come back, I guess, when you get better or whatever. And I was told in the hospital that it was gonna, just give it some time, maybe a few weeks to a few months, your voice should start to correct itself and come back. And so it never did, so I never went back. And then when I couldn't get hired anywhere anymore, that was when I was like, okay, but I still love performing.
You couldn't get hired because of the stutter?
Yeah.
And so then you started doing stand-up comedy, and that seems to have helped you. Like now you're able to differentiate yourself from other comics.
I guess so. I don't care. Literally, I don't care. Like for so long, so many people called me the stuttering comedian. That's actually what the special's about.
Right.
It's just feeling a little bit like a sideshow, just a little bit like a, like I'm.
That's
kind
how
of a
I
freak
feel.
thing. Yeah.
Again, to bring it back to me.
Yeah. You and your knee, me and stuttering.
Yeah, you and your
and
TV. Yeah, I almost feel
ACL.
like the knee is worse than the TBI.
I completely agree.
In a
It's
way.
like a knee injury versus a head injury. Like,
Right.
which one are we talking about here? The knees you're gonna need to you need to walk. You need to go across the. You're like, my water. I want it over there.
Right. I want my water over there.
don't wanna-
Exactly. Because the knee controls the mind. The mind doesn't control the knee.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go somewhere, what are you accessing first? Your knee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I want to bend something, what am I accessing first?
You want to kick some ass. What are you doing?
I wanna eat some ass. What am I?
I mean, I
what
think
am
these are
accessing?
different. I mean, but you can use your knee if you want to.
Well, I mean, I'd have to.
You'd be
bend
on
down.
your yeah. You would need the knees.
Right.
You would actually need the knees to eat.
Unless it's some sort of like face riding situation, which I also wouldn't be comfortable with because God forbid the person hits my knee.
Right, exactly. And I'm just learning about face riding right now.
You are right. It's
right
your first
now.
time.
Yeah.
First time.
Is this a sideways?
It's more a top and bottom situation.
Oh, is it?
Potentially, yeah. But we don't discriminate. We don't yuck yums.
You don't yuck yums, dude.
Never on this show.
No, man.
You had the craziest clip I've seen. One of the craziest clips I've seen on the internet recently, where you were performing in Spokane, Washington, and a guy had a heart attack
Yeah.
while you were performing.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Pretty hurtful, honestly. It's like paid attention to my show. Like I wrote stuff and then I worked on it. No, it was actually a crazy thing because like I'm performing on stage, and this is about 10 to 12 minutes into my show, and a lady from the left side of the stage gets up and makes a beeline to the right side of the stage, and that was what I had noticed first. And so by the time she'd gotten over there, I had noticed that there was a group of people helping this guy to the ground so they could start administering CPR. And then someone said, I need to do CPR. Another person said, I'll be your second. And then there were
That's what was crazy about the whole thing is the way that people jumped in. But how did that person who beelined over know that he was having a heart attack?
I have no idea. I think it was just her eye line. He was in her eye line based on where the stage was.
Did the guy just like grab his chest and go over?
I have no idea. I didn't see it. So like I only saw her reaction, and then that's when I saw the whole crowd had basically congregated around him. And then like in just seconds time, which felt like forever, someone said, I'm doing CPR. Someone said, I'm calling 911. Someone said, I'll be your second for CPR. Another person volunteered to help with vitals. And then everybody else who wasn't even medical professional, they moved to the side and started clearing furniture. People cleared a path to the door for when the paramedics arrived. Someone moved their car out front for where the paramedics would go. Like all of this was happening silently. People were like deliberately just falling into their roles. And it was genuinely like me being in an operating room. I was just like watching all of these
You're like,
people do these
what is,
things.
and these are all strangers.
Yeah.
So were the people who were giving CPR and all that, were they medical professionals?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so you had what, a nurse and a doctor in the
There were
the
some
audience?
nurses. Yeah, there were nurses that there are people who didn't even nobody even really knew each other in this room.
Good Lord.
And so he was dead for over 5 minutes, no pulse, which felt like hours.
I mean, he was, because the clip, it seemed quick. So you're saying they did CPR for 5 minutes?
5 minutes. If you saw the clip version of it, some stuff is cut out of it. But there's a 10-minute long version, I think, out there where it shows the full. He was not alive it didn't have a pulse for over.
Were
5
people
minutes.
freaking out?
No, people were. It was just there was no time to freak out. it just became about like this thing. That's it.
Business.
It's just this. It's business. It was almost like it was non-emotional because we were just so in the moment. The next moment, the next moment, next compression. Like just get through the next thing. And someone asked me the other day, they were like, "Were you worried about like how to get the show?" I was like, I didn't care about the show. I wasn't like, oh Jesus. I was like, we have another one. You know, it wasn't like I was like, how am I gonna get this? I was literally,
what's my transition gonna be?
Yeah, and I was like, what's the line that I used to say this, you know? And let's say he dies. What am I gonna, you know what I mean? It wasn't that away.
Did that go through your head?
I sincerely was worried about the fact that he was going to die.
When they were doing he's a bigger guy.
No, he's
Did you see his, like, when they're doing compressions, at least the stuff I've seen online, like their stomach goes up. It's pretty violent. When people think CPR, they think it's just kind of it's like, no. You're fucking cranking the chest. Don't hit the sternum. Everyone get yourself CPR certified if you're not already. Don't hit the sternum. Do it to staying alive, just like in The Office.
Yeah.
It was, when that woman said, I would say, I'm your second.
I'll be your second.
I'll be your second. I was like, what is happening right now?
Exactly. And I can't even see because so many people are standing around and it's just, there's enough space, but people are still in the area that I can kind of like see a little bit through the legs of what's happening. But you just see people actually like, I mean, it's intense work. That's why people were trading out. People were like, I'll go. You know what I mean? Once you're tired, I'll go. Once you're tired, I'll go.
Did you feel like they were stealing the spotlight from you?
I was like, at least let me do it. Like, is it because I can
I get in here if you want?
I can stand.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just one of those things that just before the paramedics arrived, they had revived him. And so
when he gets revived, was he lucid?
They were talking to him.
Was he just like, holy shit, I was dead? Like, is he speaking like...
Not really.
State of shock, obviously.
We were all in shock, and he was like, I think that EMTs, I think you can hear in the clip, the EMTs say, "Sir, do you know where you are? Do you know what happened? Do you know your name?" Things like this, and
you give him a refund?
Yeah. No, dude, I need every bit of, no, of course. But I will. What I will say is my openers and my very funny friends, Rachel Afjay, Akeem, Hoyt Charles, they went to follow me into the hospital the next day so we could basically cheer him up, talk to him, finish the show, do the whole.
Was he with his wife?
No, his wife has since has passed away. I think a few years ago. So he was there with his family though, and his family. They've been super helpful. I told him in the hospital, I was like, dude, I'm gonna check up on you every single day. I was like, I'm gonna be annoying for the next few days, just to see how you're doing, make sure you get into the right.
He's like, I'm good. You gave me a heart attack.
Yeah. So, he's like, if you could like keep your distance, yeah.
That's so crazy to think. I mean, obviously, that's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on stage.
Yeah.
Did you continue the show after, or you're just like, we're done?
No, actually, everybody readjusted the furniture and sat back down, and we all just kind of like commiserated. I mean, there was comedy, but there was also just kind of like trauma bonding a little bit, kind of just rehashing different accounts of what happened in the showroom that night. So, it was a challenge to kind of find that line of being like, how can I make this not so like dark? Like, how can we acknowledge the trauma, but not downplay it either? Acknowledge it, make something lighthearted about the fact that, I'm making jokes about like, this isn't the first time someone, pretended to have a heart attack to get out of my show. Like, just joking about stuff like that, while also just, acknowledging how beautiful it was to see people just coming together to help somebody without it being about an identity or an ego or
I mean, it's probably good for your career, honestly.
I don't care about that. I'm serious. I know. I mean,
look, how many views did that clip get? 30 fucking million.
I think it's crazy and cool that that people are like, this is a good reminder of what CPR can do, because like you actually see the full thing play out, and they all executed it perfectly. I mean, I took CPR a few years ago, and now I'm gonna go take it again just to make sure that.
I would be so afraid.
Yeah, I pretty much froze. That was another part of what I was talking about after.
You're on stage. You're like, I was
Yeah.
like, oh God, I don't know. I wouldn't have said a thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have just, maybe I would have tried to control it, but it's like everyone was so under control.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you say? Turn the house lights on?
Yeah,
Move
well-
out of the way. If they're already doing that,
Yeah.
it's like,
That was my role. I was just like, I was just like, okay, can we turn the lights on? And I was like, guys, can you give them space? I was like, if someone's parked out front, can you move? Like, it
oh
was,
my Lord.
yeah, I was just kind of like just there to try to mitigate the energy. And
Where's your favorite city you've played? Best city for comedy other than Boston, because that's where I'm from.
Boston is great.
The best.
Yeah, it is great.
Boston's
There's nothing you can't say in Boston.
Sure.
So I love that people there are all funny. Like not even comics, just people who are just funny. There's a guy who's just smoking in the daytime and he's on his couch sofa.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And he's like,
yeah.
hey, fuck this, like that's what they do.
It's
And
the funny. I'm biased. Massachusetts has the funniest people
they're so funny.
in the entire country.
People who also don't even know they're funny.
yeah.
You know what I mean? People who are just like, what do you fucking like? You know what I mean? They don't think that that's just who they are.
Some of the funniest people I know are people who would never even dream of getting on a microphone. They're just dudes I grew up with.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, exactly.
Massachusetts. Liam's from Worcester. He knows. It's one of the funniest states. Other than Boston, other than Massachusetts, what's the best and what's the worst state?
Ooh, this is tough. Boston is like genuinely just such a great answer.
Right.
I just think like right when you first meeting, tell me how you feel about this, but I feel like right away when somebody you meet from Boston is like looking at you and you're talking to them, they are like deconstructing you
Yes,
as right away.
100%.
It's insane. I
Because
see
people
it.
from Massachusetts their love language is
ball busting.
is ball busting and ragging on you and making fun of you. Like
Yeah.
the meaner you are, the more you like that
Yeah,
person
yeah.
in Massachusetts. And the meaner you are, the funnier you are.
It's another language.
The things that me and my friends say to each other are so horrifically mean, and
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
The meaner, the better. if
I
you're
know.
from
Yeah, you're
Massachusetts.
so mean.
I'm really mean.
And
I'm holding back.
Yeah, and you've said some nice stuff. I mean, you've said some
Right.
mean stuff to me here, which
In
I
a
think
nice
is
way,
good
though, with a
thing, though.
smile.
I know.
Yeah.
See, that's like makes me feel like kind of.
You know you're gonna have to. I'm not letting you get out of this. What's the best and what's the worst?
Okay,
Just
yeah.
rattle. You don't even need an explanation.
All right, sure. I like Denver. I think those crowds are fun. I do like Utah. Utah is strangely good comedy scene.
Okay.
I
Clean,
also
that plays for you. Aren't they? It's a very religious state. Mormons. They probably don't like the dirty comics coming through.
Oh sure, but they're smart crowds. I love those. I think Chicago's great.
Chicago's
Ohio actually can be really good for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Crowds in Ohio can be hella fun. And then the worst.
Hello. Where are you from again?
Yeah, sorry, I'm from the '90s. Clearly, if I said hella, God, how old am I? And then I think the worst is maybe. Like I live in LA, and I think like a lot of LA crowds are just kind of, they're just kind of closed off and kind of
Yeah.
like it's a little about me, like acknowledge me,
Right.
A lot like you, Pat, where it's like
Exactly.
like I don't care that you're a guest, just talk about me.
Exactly.
Like that. So they're just kind of just a little like,
But they're hot.
yeah, but they're hot.
They're hot
So
as
you
fuck.
forgive them right away.
Right.
That's what matters.
All that matters is looks.
Yeah, dude. And that's why I'm not as successful as I had hoped. It's about
Because of the
Yeah.
because of the looks.
My
I
looks.
think you're a great looking guy, Drew.
Aw, come on. I'm a little furry over here. Look at this. This is
Why don't you?
this is unkempt.
Do you usually have your beard like that?
I don't, but
The
it's
neck is
kinda nice.
heavy.
The neck's a lot.
Not like no, not like the weight of the neck. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
like the beard underneath.
Under it, yeah.
It looks fine, but some guys have neck beards. I don't understand. What
No,
are we
it's
doing
kind
with
of
a fucking
gross.
neck
It's
beard?
kind of gross when it's going here. Looks like when you walk into like a seafood restaurant and they drape the nets from the
Yes.
ceiling, and you're like, what are we doing?
That's exactly.
Fix
what it
your
is.
neck. Yeah.
I think it's a little goes a long way.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have a type of fella where you're like, that's the guy? I'm attracted to guy. I'm not attracted. There's like three. There's a very few.
My type of guy is like Savannah Banana.
That is those guys are, dude. Those guys are beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Beautiful, funny
Yeah.
athletes. That's not even a fair answer. It's like that's
I
everybody.
want a Savannah Banana.
That's hilarious.
I think.
Really, really
I
funny.
think that's my type.
There's your sign.
Savannah
There.
Banana or like collegiate basketball player.
Oh, okay. You like tall guys.
Kind of, yeah, but I don't want anyone who I feel like could beat me up. Like that's
Oh, interesting.
where I draw the line. I
Okay.
need someone who's physically inferior to me, which is
Okay.
asking a lot at
That
this
is-
point.
I mean, it's a lot. Yeah. I mean, literally, with your knee and everything.
But also-
I could take you.
You definitely could, but also just someone who's nice, someone who's not gross.
Oh, yeah.
Someone who's, but again, Savannah Banana.
That's the biggest hang up with dudes. It's just like you're just like that's why I can't women are just so beautiful and they're well put, like beautiful bodies. I mean, okay, I know we're not going to agree on this.
Sure, yeah.
But you look at a guy and you're like, dear God, like what are you doing?
Well, some men,
your-
especially straight men, are just foul.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting. So-
Disgusting.
We're doing a trip here. It's a thing called Bald Stool, where like we have a deal with this company in Turkey, so people go over there to get hair plugs for free, and we promote them.
What?
So I am gonna go in January, and I had floated it to my straight friends at home. I was like, does anyone want to go get hair plugs because you are all bald and every one of you is disgusting?
Yeah.
They looked at me. They're like, "What are you talking? Like, no, I don't want to go get free hair. I don't care what I look like. I'm married with children. You
That's
think I
insane.
care?" And I thought that I was just trying to be a nice guy, but the beauty standard from the gay men to straight men is very different.
Oh, dude. Totally. I mean, totally. And they're like, when that's the big hang up. It's just like, dude, like, how do you to have that kind of confidence? You'd be like, I'm done. What are you talking about? I'm the best.
Right.
I am the absolute best. I don't need to do it.
What would giving up look like to you
to me, for me?
physically?
Ah,
You work out?
I work out all the time.
Yeah.
I love to work out. I don't know that I'm too motivated as a person. I can't.
Right.
Like, I have salads for breakfast, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
There's Stella Blue Coffee is coffee with a purpose. Our motto is we brew to rescue because every purchase helps homeless pets find their forever homes. And over the last 3 years, Stella Blue Coffee has helped raise over $200,000 to our animal shelter network, all thanks to the many people switching to Stella Blue Coffee. And here's the thing, it's not just our mission. The coffee itself is actually seriously good. Stella Blue's coffee roasts are available in cold brew, K-Cups, ground and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your morning coffee routine. So make the switch. And the fall flavors are back. They got butter cookie, apple crumb cake, and maple pumpkin pie for all the basic bees like myself. So go to StellaBlueCoffee.com and use code OUT and ABOUT for 20% off orders $25 or more. Grab some Stella Blue. Taste the difference while you make the difference. No salad is good. I've never had a
agree
good.
with you on that.
I've never had a salad and been like, that was delicious. It's a salad.
No.
It's a utility meal. Salads are utility meals.
Get protein in there. Get some avocado, good fats, olive oil,
What else?
a little
I'm
crunch,
allergic to
tortilla
avocado.
chips.
Okay, tortilla chips with a salad? No.
Come on now. You get your chips and your greens. Get a
I
little
need
carb.
to get on my protein. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Salad is a woman's food,
Okay. All right. Hurtful. But
which is fine.
Yeah. But I think like giving up to me would probably look like I didn't ever break anything up with a salad. Like I didn't have a healthy meal. Like if I have 2 meals like that are really, really greasy and nasty back to back, my body starts to react very bad very quickly. So
Talking
there's an
about the runs.
accountability system. Yeah. Well, I start to break out.
Oh, wow.
Like I kind of I sweat. I get like I can't like fit into stuff right away.
Can't.
You know what I mean? Like it right away. Like it's like poof. I bloat. Beer makes me do that.
You drink?
I used to. I do sometimes.
You just do
but
DMT now?
socially. Yeah, it's just every night. You know what I mean? I used to, but usually it's just during the summertime. I'll just kind of rip during the summertime and then kind of detox for a while. Pick it back up around the holidays when you're around family and they
right.
they bring up politics.
You're boozing.
And
What
then
are
you're
your
like,
politics?
what am I doing? Oh, I don't know anything about anything.
Cool. We're gonna dig deeper. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I genuinely like people are like, what do you think about? I was like, I have no idea, and I don't care.
I can't stop watching cable news. I'm like, it's been bad lately.
Yeah,
I
that is
can't stop watching cable news. It's like, it's just in the past 2 months, I put it on, and then you go to the other channel to see what the other side is saying, and next thing you know, it's like 2 hours of like back and forth.
You're
and it's
just like
fucking
watching your
bad.
parents fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
But you
what
get to
is.
do it without them talking, making it about you. You're like,
Exactly.
my first fight that I witnessed where they didn't make me the thing that they had to
Exactly.
steal over. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I don't know what giving up would look like. I actually kind of, in the past month, eating wise, I have given up.
Ow.
Shake.
So skinny.
I've lost 22 pounds since this this injury because if I don't
So
eat, I lose
frustrating.
weight.
Okay, well, yes, but so frustrating that you're
Or no, if I don't work out, I lose weight. I eat a ton,
Oh.
but I lose.
Man,
Like
you
all the
piss me
muscle
off,
is gone.
Pat. Literally, you're the worst type of people. People are like, I don't know,
Gay
I just
people?
I haven't been. Well, yeah, I mean, literally that, among other things. But literally, just like I can't eat, and then I eat a bunch and I lose weight. I don't eat it and I lose weight. I eat and I lose weight. It's tough.
It's
Ridiculous,
hard.
Pat.
It's a hard life
I have a
out there.
crouton and I can't like feel my legs because the circulation of my pants are cutting everything off, dude. It's insane.
God. That's brutal. It's probably tough to eat on the road.
It's gotten so much better though.
Why?
Because you can always find a health conscious place in any city. Like I'm going to Tulsa and they've got like a vegan restaurant there now.
God,
It's
are
like-
you vegan?
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
a vegan queen?
No. But I was for 2 years.
How'd that work out?
It's an easy time to be vegan. It's just like, this is actually cauliflower, but I cooked it. It looks like a steak.
You ever see the doc Bad Vegan?
No.
Great. Check it out. It's about this con artist who opened a restaurant in New York City. If you need a doc to watch that, it's
Yes.
awesome.
Oh
She
wait,
opened a
you know what?
restaurant
I
in New
saw the
York.
story about that. That was in New York,
Yes.
right? Yeah, dude. Okay, so then you've lost weight because you can't eat
I can't work out.
You can't work out.
But I'm going to be back to working out soon.
22 pounds to lose for your frame is insane, dude.
It's a lot. I was in good shape before, but it was just my leg just gave out. I feel bad. I talk about my leg every fucking show. But
Yeah, dude, it's like get a thing.
kind of my
Get a new
personality, to be
thing.
honest with
Yeah,
you.
me too.
Where are you touring next?
I go to Tulsa,
Tulsa?
and then I got coming up. I'm going to Stanford, Connecticut.
Ooh, where
next month.
in Stanford?
It's a New York Comedy Club is what it's called. And then I'm doing some shows out in Seattle, and then Missouri, Indianapolis. I'll be in Germany.
Germany.
Yeah, going to Germany.
That's why you want the German accent.
Maybe if I can get it in time.
You could probably
give me another
get it.
head injury. What's that crutch do
You
over
just
there?
bash your head off.
Yeah, what's that crutch
the
do?
crutch. That's crazy. You're going overseas. Have you done overseas shows before?
Yeah, I did. I've done Europe a few times. Awesome crowds. Kind of a lot like Boston, where here in that, like when you're in Europe, you can kind of talk about America. You can be like, right? And they're like, totally, you know what I mean? So it's like they don't have as much of an ego about anything, and I feel like Boston's kind of this. You can just kind of say whatever in Boston.
Oh God, yeah, you can say anything in Boston. So you're playing German. You're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, then Germany.
I mean, not in that order, but it is in November. I'll be out there, and then I'm gonna go to a football game out there, like American football game.
Who's playing?
Colts and Falcons. So I'm a Colts fan because I'm from Indiana. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know.
I'm a Patriots fan.
I know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
as well.
Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm sorry, but not now. But then,
not now, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
now
sorry
it's-
now, but not.
it is what it is. That's pretty crazy to go over to. Have you been to Europe a lot?
Yeah, my wife's Eastern European, so
How'd you meet?
we met at a bar in Vermont.
What
on
bar in Vermont? I go to Vermont all the time.
Yeah, like I'm gonna say, and you're gonna know.
Say it.
It's always
Grizzlies?
No, what? No.
Mullins?
This is a straight bar, Pat.
That's a Grizzlies is a straight bar.
Actually, there's no straight bars in Vermont. They're all
It's all lesbians. It's all lesbians.
crazy. She was like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Come on."
She goes, I'm sorry, you're what?
Got masculine features. The bars in Vermont are always called like it's like the tickled fox or the lumpy pumpkin. It's good stuff.
Lumpy pumpkin.
The lumpy pumpkin.
I love Vermont. Vermont's one of my favorite places on earth. I absolutely love Vermont.
Yeah, I wish they could say the same about how they feel about you guys when they see like the Massachusetts license plate. They call you Flatlanders.
I know they do. But if you live in Vermont full
Feels a little racist. They're like flat.
Yeah, I know you're gonna say
the hard R Flatlanders.
Flatlander.
Ooh,
Yeah, I can't ski this year either. Again, not to make it about the injury. But
it's
can
like
I come to one of your shows?
dude, just write a special and then release it.
Well, if this happens again, I'm gonna just cut off my leg.
And the ACL host, the ACL podcast host.
ACL. I do an injury host.
That's the stuttering comedian version of a special.
The physical version. If you're going to trade crypto, do it right. No sketchy platforms, no sketchy or customer support. That's why we here at Barstool and on Out and About only trust Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag, crashes, or clownery. And if you're buying crypto manually, don't, because that's old school. Get yourself Kraken, set up recurring buys. It's going to let you automate your investments so you stack sats without even thinking about it. They've got DCA done right. You buy more when prices dip, less when they spike, and you can link your bank in minutes, set it, forget it, and let your portfolio grow. Oh, and they've got Kraken Pay, which is instant Kraken payments, so there's no more excuses. Whether you're covering a lost bet, splitting a tab after a night out, or sending funds for your next wild adventure, Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly with zero fees and no banks holding things up. Oh, and here's the best part. If you refer your friends, Kraken is going to hook you up with $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. So quit waiting. Head to kraken.com/barstool. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers, excluding Washington, New York, and Maine through Payward Interactive Inc. Check out Kraken.
He's like, come on, marketing.
Well, Drew, this has been lovely. I'm so glad to meet you. I've seen
you
your
too,
stuff
Pat.
online for a while. This has been great. I'm glad that your audience survived.
Yeah, that was awesome. It could have been a way different conversation today.
Hell yeah. Well, everyone, make sure you check out Drew on social. Make sure you go see him live in person, and we will see you all next week. Goodbye.